these things shall be added unto you. Alleluia, Alleluia. The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to his apostles, "Do not suppose that my mission on earth is to spread peace. My mission is to spread not peace, but division. I have come to set a man at odds with his father, a daughter with her mother, a daughter-in-law with her mother-in-law. In short, to make a man's enemies those of his own household. Whoever loves father or mother, son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He who will not take up his cross and come after me is not worthy of me. He who seeks only himself brings himself to ruin, whereas he who brings himself for naught for me discovers who he is. He who welcomes you welcomes me, and he who welcomes me welcomes him who sent me. He who welcomes a prophet because he bears the name of prophet receives a prophet's reward. He who welcomes a holy man because he is known as holy receives a holy man's reward. And I promise you that whoever gives a cup of cold water to one of those lowly ones because he is a disciple will not want for his reward." When Jesus had finished instructing his 12 disciples, he left that locality to teach and preach in their towns. Sisters and brothers, the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, O Lord Jesus Christ.
If we followed very seriously the response in today's responsorial psalm of today's liturgy, that is the Monday of the 15th week in ordinary time, read to us by Dina Yanez. The response is taken from the book of Psalms, which goes, and taken from book of Psalms, chapter 50, verses 8 and 9, verses 16 and 17, and verse 21 and 23. The response goes, "To the upright I will show the saving power of God." And we may stop and reflect and ask God, when are you to show to us, we who are trying to be upright and just? Lord, in the past 6 months until now, and who knows, until the end of this year, Lord, when are you going to show to us who try to be good, to be honest, to be upright? When are we to experience your saving power? And the only answer which we can give, and I can share, is this: in God's own time and in God's mysterious ways that will come. And honestly, my dear friends, God, who is a loving, a compassionate God, will give us always, to all of us human beings, the opportunities, that is to call on Him, and also the opportunities, if we have gone astray from God, the opportunities to return to Him. Again, when and in what way, only God knows. It might be during the time of crisis, like nowadays, caused by this pandemic. It might be during the times of crisis, sickness, disease, lost jobs or relationships, deaths of our loved ones, trials and problems. It may be during a time of experiencing, as I shared yesterday, my dear friends, in my last Mass. It may be during the time of experiencing love, sacrifice, and kindness from others. But again, to the question, when, Lord, and in what way? This will come in God's own time and in God's mysterious ways. Now let's look to the message of the Gospel of today, taken from the Gospel of Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 to chapter 11, verse 1. Today in the Gospel, Jesus describes to His disciples and talks about His mission. But the punching words in the Gospel today is the warning. There should be no room for compromise. And in what sense? My dear friends, one of the great friendships in the Holy Bible was the friendship between David and Jonathan. That we can check in the Bible. One of the great friendships in the Holy Bible was the friendship between David and Jonathan. And the friendship even became more remarkable, my dear friends, because King Saul, that is the father of Jonathan, hated so much David. And his hate to David came to the point that one time King Saul ordered his son Jonathan to betray David. And Jonathan refused and disobeyed the order of his father, King Saul. And this leads us to a very important realization, my dear friends. When it comes to doing what is right or what is wrong, neither parents, father or mother, nor closest friends can force us to violate our conscience. When it comes to doing what is right or wrong, no one, not even our loved ones, our parents, our closest friends, no one can force us to violate our conscience. And this is precisely the point of Jesus in today's reading of Matthew 10, chapter 34 to chapter 11, verse 1. Because of Jesus' claim to be the Son of God, what did Jesus do? He divided people, even father from son, mother from daughter, and all. Because of his claim to be the Son of God, he divided people. Leading us to the next realization, my dear friends, the decision to follow Jesus, mind you, touches the deepest part of our being. So much so, no one may and should interfere with our decision to follow Jesus. Again, not even father, mother, parents, or closest friends. The decision to follow Jesus touches the deepest part of our being. And that is why no one may nor should interfere with that decision. So today's gospel reading, my dear friends, invites us to ask ourselves, what keep us from following Jesus better? And God, and in today's gospel reading as well, invites us to pray, reflecting on what God's spell says. Lord, take us with you, and Lord, let us skip the road with you. And that's taken from God's spell. Lord, take us with you, and Lord, let us skip the road with you. Is that?